What's up, everybody? So let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Stephen A. Smith. The black community need an explanation as to why Will Smith pimp slapped Chris Rock at that award because Chris Rock is damaged. And I will not go watch his movie until I get an explanation. Stephen, go have several seats. As a matter of fact, go sit on that white folding chair from the Alabama Riverboat Brawl because I think I can speak for the black delegation and tell you that we don't care about that. That was like, what, 2 years ago?
You're the only one concerned about it. Is Chris Rock even concerned about it?
That is done and over with, okay? And regardless of what you say, because it's giving off hater vibes, people still going to support Will Smith. And as a matter of fact, they supported him this weekend because, if I'm not mistaken, Bad Boys 4 grossed over what, $110 million? Are you upset about that, sir? Are you upset? I'm just asking.
When we use the word forgivable or forgiveness, that's for Chris Rock to deal with. It's his call. He could have had the man arrested that night and insisted to the LAPD that that not be the case. Could have pressed charges thereafter and insisted on not doing that to Will Smith, not making the incident any bigger than what it was. Yes, he came out with his own flick for next fix, got about $20 million for it. After tax, he probably walked home with about $6. But Chris Rock is damaged. In the day and age of mental illness or traumatic incidences that affects one mind and psyche and what have you, yeah, you might see him at Knicks games. Yeah, you might see him still going about the business of performing on tour or doing his job or handling his business. Chris Rock will never get over that. Ever. Will Smith apologized. I'm not saying he even has to apologize. I'm saying that while I watch him and Martin Lawrence promoting this movie, and I'm quite sure the reason he hasn't addressed it is because the studios don't want him to, and there's an obligation that you have with them, all fair, I get it. But somewhere along the way, he has to sit down and talk to the black community. You can see all the white people around Will Smith all you want to. Black folks have loved and revered this man for decades. He was the closest thing to perfection, as his friend Charlie Mack once told me, for decades. Everybody makes a mistake. This is not hatred. I love Will Smith still. But you got to have a conversation as to why you did that. And when you're apologizing, and when you're getting emotional, and when you're thinking about all the lives or the people that you've affected, it's primarily us as black people who have loved and supported you and watched you go on an international stage and slap one of us in the face and tarnished an historic event for one of the great black producers of modern times in Will Packer, possibly costing yourself and Antoine Fuqua an Oscar for emancipation along the way. I'm not going to say what you did to the comedic community. Hell, Jim Carrey spoke about that along with various others. We know you wouldn't have smacked Ricky Gervais, Bill Maher, Bill Burr, or a host of others. We know you wouldn't have done that. No apology necessary. I'm just saying, a lot of folks ain't get over that. A lot of folks find it hard to just go to the movies to watch you. I'm one of those people. And I never missed a Will Smith movie. Hitch, Concussion, all the Bad Boys movie, from the first one to Y'all with Gabrielle Union, who, by the way, should have been in 3 and 4, by the way. Along with a host of other things. I Am Legend, Independence Day, Men in Black, 1, 2, and 3. Will Smith, you're phenomenal. Phenomenal talent, phenomenal actor, phenomenal individual. You lost your way one night. We need to hear that from you. I'm sorry. That's what I need to do before I look forward to seeing your movies again more than seeing a sit down.
Okay, so y'all saw that video, and like Steven said, forgiveness is for Chris Rock. Chris Rock is the one who has to forgive Will Smith for smacking him in the face. I don't feel like Will Smith owed the black community anything, because Will Smith already made a statement about this. He already apologized. He already said that he reached out to Chris Rock, but Chris Rock did not want to speak to him. So he already apologized and gave a statement about this. So I don't understand why Steven felt the need to actually come out and say this, but it's actually giving haterade, because he see that Will Smith is on top now after Bad Boys 4 done came out, and it is doing great in the box office. People are talking about the movie. They're saying that it was great. It was the best movie out there, which I gotta go see, y'all. And so now he wants to come out and bring all of this up that happened 2 years ago. It's crazy to me, and it's giving hater vibe. And the reason why I say this is because he did the same thing to Shannon Sharp. When Shannon Sharp blew up after that Cat Williams interview, he took off, okay? And Stephen A. Smith, he wanted to come and talk. I felt like he was trying to belittle Shannon after he interviewed Monique on his show. And really what it is that Stephen did not expect for Shannon to blow up like that. Shannon surpassed Stephen, okay? He blew him out of the water. And Stephen, I feel like he didn't like that at all. Not at all. And he said that Chris Rock is damaged. How does he know that Chris Rock is damaged? Did Chris Rock actually tell Steven that he was damaged? Because Chris Rock really has not said anything about it. I mean, yes, he probably was upset. He probably was embarrassed. But damaged? I think that's a reach. I really think it's a reach. Another thing that Steven said, that he feel like Will has not come out and said anything and made it in a statement, is because he feel like because Will is not promoting the movie Bad Boys 4, that the studio instructed him not to say anything. No, he's already said something, so he does not have to say anything anymore. Okay, I mean, what do you want the man to do? You want the man to get down on his hands and knees and beg the man? No, it's not even necessary. I feel like it's not necessary. Okay, he's already said something. I don't know what more Steven wants this man to do. Besides, you are the one who wants him to address the black community. The black community is saying that's not even necessary. Like, I'm seeing so many people say, like, yeah, Will done said what he had to say. Chris did not want to talk at the time, so let's move on from the matter. Because regardless, people are still supporting Will Smith, and it showed this weekend when people stepped out and went to go see Bad Boys 4. And he said that Will affected, quote unquote, all the lives you have affected. I mean, the only lives that Will truly affected was Chris Rock. That's it. Like, because I did not feel no type of ways with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face. I really did not. Okay, so he did not affect my life, and I'm sure that he did not affect anyone else's life, because we were not the ones to get slapped. And Steven, you wasn't the one to get slapped either, sir. Have a seat. He acts like Will was the one who slapped him. And then he said that people is finding it hard to go see him at the movies. I think not. Because, I mean, after this weekend, they did pretty good. I've heard great things about the movie. So, no, you're finding it hard not to go see Will Smith. No one else is. Steven, what are you're making up stuff at this point, I feel like. And I kind of disagree with Steven when he says that primarily black people only support Will. No, I believe whites, everyone supports Will. Will is a phenomenal actor. Everyone supports Will, in my opinion. He acts like Will Smith has been a problematic person. Will has not been a problematic person since he's been on the scene. So he acts like Will has been a repeat offender, which he has not. This was the one time we seen Will act out like this, okay? And at that point in time, he was just taking up for Jada, okay? And I just don't understand where Steven is coming from with all of this. I'm not. Will isn't an amazing actor and has always been an amazing actor, and he has never been problematic. And so I feel like Steven is coming out of left field with all of this. This is just my opinion, okay? So what do y'all think about this whole situation with Stephen A. Smith saying that Will Smith needs to give the black community an explanation about this whole thing that happened with Chris Rock well over 2 years ago? Y'all know what I gotta do. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video, like this video, and y'all know what I gotta do. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.